About 11 years ago, a big group of our friends, me and their other friends, got together to enter the woods at night. The woods were on a slope, so it was kind of a hike too. The reason we wanted to do this was because once you reach the top, you would see the abandoned train station. The legend in our town was that a man was walking with his dog and he ended up getting hit by the train. His dog was dragged with him and they died. So at night, you can apparently hear a train screeching and a dog bark. There was also a story about a girl haunting these woods. There was about 15 to 20 of us, so we decided to split up into three groups. Now it was me and four other friends walking our own way up. We all seemed so easy, carelessly walking up, laughing and messing around. We eventually reached the top and we could see the train station on the right and houses on the left. We all crouched, stood quietly and listened. After about 2 or 3 minutes of silence, we started whispering to each other about it was a waste of time. One of my friends put his hand up and said, "I think I heard something." So we stood crouched and went quiet. When nothing happened, we all looked at him, and as clear as day, we heard a girl giggle and said, "Hey!" We instantly started running through people's backyard, hurdling fences taller than us out of pure adrenaline and fear trying to get to the street. I somehow ended up running my own route, alone. I didn't even care. I ran down this hill and the street lights cut off halfway down. It was like a movie. I was running straight into the pitch darkness. As I entered the void, it was just more houses and more hill. But as soon as I breached the darkness, I heard the same giggle, as if she was on my back. I kept running and eventually seen everybody at the bottom together. I was so relieved. I will never do something like this again. This happened few years ago. I was going through a difficult time, so I was looking for a new place to live, with no big commitment until I figured life out. I met this guy through Craigslist. He had an apartment and was looking for a roommate. I got his name and number, called him, set up a meeting at a public place for meet and greet. Everything went seamlessly fine, and he agreed to show me his place. He seemed super nice and helpful. He was easy to get along with, was neat and low maintenance. We agreed on no drugs, no parties, no craziness term. We agreed on monthly payments, and I moved in few weeks later. So it was after 2 weeks. One day he comes in early from work. And had this very upset voice and claims that we need to talk. He says I've been acting inappropriately by having my boyfriend stop by on occasion to see me like for 10 minutes every now and then. And I began questioning him, and he just said that it made him feel uncomfortable because everyone at the apartment complex thought I was his romantic partner. I was furious. I couldn't believe this bullshit. It then escalated to a point. He said that the entire time he had known me, he was convinced, "I believe you are possessed. I can see it in your eyes. And I need to get as far from this fucker as I could." He acted all calm then, saying that I could take my time looking for a new place. So I told my boyfriend what happened. I found an apartment I could move in and planned to do it the very next day. The next day of my moving out comes, and I walk into my apartment to get my stuff. There was this wooden cross above my room's door frame with this fucking cliche Jesus Christ on it. I walk into my room and there was this creepy candles all lit. I packed all my belongings and left. He sent him he sent a message to me later, with of course something that it had to do with God, and he was hoping I could face my sins and darkness. I do trust people a lot less, and would never have a roommate